Uh, all right. After what was really an eventful open yesterday, we welcome you to the 2023 Christmas Classic here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we got 42 drivers here ready to. Ooh, excuse me. Ready to throw it down. See who'll come out on top. So as I'm counter here, joined with often on recording and in the recording studio is Legends. I was gonna give our recording guy an introduction.
Yep. So, we had as you mentioned, a very eventful open race last night. A few wrecks along the way, and in the end, it would be.
Brad Keselowski winning the Open, and the final transfer spot being picked up by the 77 Primer Security Solutions, the Chevrolet of Carson Hocevar.
Mm-hmm.
Now, down the way, let's get to the starting lineup. And we'll do this row by row. I go first, and I'm off. You go next.
All right.
All right, so on the pole will be the 20 of Christopher Bell for Joe Gibbs Racing, followed by the 2 of the 2022 Daytona 500 winner, Austin Cindric.
Row number 2, this Tyler Reddick in the 45, who had an impressive year of 23-11, and Kevin Harvick in his final season for Stewart-Haas Racing.
Next up is the number 12 Discount Tire Ford of Ryan Blaney, the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion. And alongside him is the 2017 Cup Series champion, the 19 of Martin Truex Jr.
2021 NASCAR Cup Series champion and 2021 Coke 600 winner at this very track, Kyle Larson, the 5, and starting next to him is Chase Briscoe, who nearly won the 2022 Coke 600, but spun out late.
Funny enough, that also costed Larson the win. So pretty eventful to see them starting in the same row. Next up is the winner of that exact race Moff just mentioned, the 11 of Denny Hamlin, and next to him, a good known rival of Denny Hamlin, that being the 1 of Ross Chastain.
2022 NASCAR Cup Series champion Joey Logano, and starting next to him is Eric Jones. He always does really well at this track. Maybe he could put on a good performance for tonight.
A pair of champions spanning across three different series in the next row, the 2015 NASCAR Xfinity Series and 2012 ARCA Menards Series champion Chris Buescher in the 17, and the 2014 Xfinity Series and 2020 Cup Series champion Chase Elliott.
In the next row, okay. All right, and the next row is the 2013 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion, Ryan Preece. And starting next to him, it'll be Kurt Busch, who had a really fast car in the Open. He has a few wins at this very track.
Todd Gilliland will be in the next row, race his way in the Open, and Bubba Wallace locking himself into this race off of a win at Kansas in 2022.
Daniel Suarez won his first and so far only career win at Sonoma in 2022. And that's what got him into the show. And Justin Haley in the 31, who also raced his way in through the Open.
7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Jimmie Johnson will be in the next row, and right beside him is the 2022 Coke 0400 winner Austin Dillon.
William Byron, who put on a great season this season, winning I think 5 or 6 races this year. And starting next to it will be your Open winner, Brad Keselowski.
He has won back-to-back Xfinity Series championships. He has won at places such as Daytona and Talladega. The 2023 Daytona 500 winner, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and to his And to his outside will be the 48 of Alex Bowman. Bowman made his lock into this event through winning the 2022 Las Vegas Spring Race.
That'll be the 34 Michael McDowell, who knows how to get it done at super speedways, but also won at the 2023 Indianapolis Road Course. And starting next to him, it'll be Eric Almirola, who also had a really fast car in the Open.
And we're talking about underdogs with really fast cars. Look at Zane Smith there in a number 71 Gangbridge Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. The 2022 Truck Series champion really had a phenomenal car in the Open. And starting to his outside will be the 2023 Charlotte Roval winner, AJ Allmendinger, in the number 16 Nutrien AG Solutions Chevrolet.
Then it'll be Kyle Busch in the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet, as this is his first year with Richard Childress Racing. And he had a good start to the year, but didn't really have much success after that. And then starting next to him is Ty Gibbs, who unfortunately had some bad luck after a caution happened while he was on pit road. And that's what relegated him to the back, but he was still able to make his way in, and also the 2022 Xfinity Series champion.
Behind them, it is a Hendrick car under the Junior Motorsports banner. He will be replacing Kevin Harvick in 2024. The 88 of Josh Berry in the Hellmann's Chevrolet. And to his outside will be the number 7 Arc.io Chevrolet of Corey LaJoy.
Idell, number 42, Alsco Uniform Chevrolet. And starting next to him, it'll be Shane Van Gisbergen, who won at the Chicago Street Course in a very hard-fought battle with him and Justin Haley.
Next up, it is the 67 of Travis Pastrana for 2311 Racing and the 33 Mobile X Chevrolet of Brody Kostecki for RCR.
50 Kaz Gralla, who put on a great performance in that small team. And sorry, next to him is Carson Hocevar, who got the final transfer spot to make it in.
And rounding out the field will be the 36 Monster Energy Machine of Riley Herbst and the 4th Richard Childress Racing car, the 29 United Reynolds Bennett Chevrolet of Austin Hill. 200 laps around Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's 42 drivers. And it could really come down to anybody getting a win here. As mentioned, we did some of the guys, some notables that you really don't see in this field, more so the ones that have raced this year IRL in the Cup Series. Guys like BJ McLeod, Noah Gregson, JJ Yaley, Harrison Burton, Ryan Newman, and Chandler Smith, all not present in this field. They were not able to finish top 18 in the positions, top 18 in the Open.
And for some of them, they were involved in accidents. As you look at Shane Golobic, who was running as high as 3rd in the Open, but overshot pit road, slammed into the wall, and that ended any chance he had at winning. And the 2 of Austin Cindric, already with issues. Unbelievable. As the race has not gone underway yet, and the chaos has already started to brew here.
So will now be Kevin Harvick leading the outside lane. Side by side with Christopher Bell. As Cindric is going to pull it down pit road, along with the pace car.
Now the field will be in the hands of Chris Rell as the Toyota Camry pace car dives on the pit road with the 2 of Austin Cindric. And here we go. Green flag is out here at Charlotte. 200 laps, 300 miles. Let's do this.
Christopher Bell going to try and get a jump on the inside. Kevin Harvick trying to hold on with him. A little bit of a push from the 45 of Tyler Reddick. Christopher Bell to the lead.
Now look at Tyler Reddick merging into that 2nd spot. As a side-by-side on back, Kevin Harvick still not clear of that inside as Ryan Blaney gets the better edge of him.
It's the first and the recent champions under the playoff format side-by-side.
And Austin Cindric already done for the day. He has gone behind the wall, not even completing a lap.
A suspension issues that will end the day for the two machine. As 3 wide here, Briscoe's gonna try and get the advantage over Truex and Harvick.
They are 3 wide. Briscoe threading the needle underneath those 2 cars, and he'll take both of them. Now there's 3 wide in the back. There you see Austin Dillon in the middle, but he will be clear of the 30 of Todd Gilliland. And far back, even more 3 wide. There you see William Byron stuck on that outside, Michael McDowell middle, and Zane Smith down on that bottom. Ooh, and almost a little contact there between 34 McDowell and 71 of Zane Smith there.
Back up. Going back up front, we got a battle for the lead now. Tyler Reddick on the inside, Christopher Bell on the outside. Blaney and Larson both closing in. Reddick is going to try and go for that lead. He will. Tyler Reddick to the lead.
Remember, Ryan Blaney did win the Coke 600 at this very track and goes on to win the Cup Series Championship that was held a month ago. It's now side by side for second. Bell on the outside, Blaney's down low, but he might get a little help from the 5 of Kyle Larson.
Unless he does that, 3 wide for second.
This is what Tyler Reddick wants to see. He wants to see these guys side by side so he can pull away.
Kurt Busch working his way through the field. Currently the highest running car out of those that were in the open. Currently ahead of the 9 of Chase Elliott. Oh, back up front, top 3 on. Oh, second through fourth, I meant on the outside. Chase Briscoe closing in. Tyler Reddick still with the lead.
It's now, look at McDowell getting a big run outside. He's going to get alongside the 40 of Alex Bowman.
Almost very close. Nope. We'll stay side by side with the 84 of Jimmy Johnson.
Seems like William Byron has struggled with pace so far. Just cannot get on that inside line like he wants to. And that is currently occupied by Kyle Busch there. Single file for the most part, but now here comes that 12 of Ryan Blaney to the inside. That 14 of Chase Briscoe getting some help. The 19 of Truex, unless he goes up top there. That's going to open the door for the 1 of Ross Chastain to take advantage of that.
Briscoe immediately clears and shuts the door on the 12 of Blaney. Chastain still trying to get by the 19. Try to get a little bit of help there from the 4 of Harvick. Harvick and Hamlin now side by side. Eric Jones right behind them. And then it goes Logano, Buescher, Kurt Busch, Elliott, and Bubba Wallace. Buescher and Logano side by side.
Yep, and there's Kurt Busch. Of course, he had one of the fastest cars in the open, but just could not seal the deal. And of course, he's had some success here. Mentioned he won not only the 2010 All-Star race, but also the 2010 Coke 600 at this very track. So he'll be side by side of Joey Logano there. But looks like Logano's going to get held up just a little bit. Same with Kurt on that bottom line.
To go back up front, Bell's going to try and retake that lead side by side with Tyler Reddick. Reddick trying to hold his own. And try and keep him where he is, but Bell trying to get the advantage. And it looks like he will. He's going to shut the door on 45. Tyler Reddick is going to lead lap 10. Not Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell. Now it's Briscoe going to try and dive onto the inside of the 45. Carson, though Briscoe falling back. Battle between Larson and Chastain for the 4th place position.
There's Blaney trying to get ahead of Truex there. Side by side, you see Harvick and Hamlin. Then Truex getting a little nudge to Blaney, moving him up the track, and that's going to give him another spot. And it looks like Eric Jones is going to tuck behind him. Now Jones
Top
pushing
3.
his former teammate.
Top 3 within a blanket. That is Bell, Reddick, and Briscoe.
Yeah, at this track, you really want to not only conserve your tires, but you also want to play it smart because we've seen a few accidents that could have been prevented, as we've seen in the open. And right now, here goes Briscoe to the bottom, trying to force the issue on Reddick, but Reddick still holding that advantage for now. But looks like Briscoe getting a little out ahead. This is what Christopher Bell wants to see. He wants to see these guys side by side because when a car is side by side, that's going to slow them down because they're going against each other, not against the leader. And you see right there, Ross Chastain closing in on this battle.
Still side by side is Reddick and Briscoe. Chastain tried to give a little bit of help there to the 14.
Look at Chastain on the outside of Briscoe, but that is not going to do him any favors. He's going to get a big run. Now Larson, where does he go? He'll stick behind Briscoe, but Chastain, he might just be clear of Briscoe, but now here's Larson the inside, 3 wide.
Take a look at the back. No moves. Has been not a lot of moves made out of the 29 of Austin Hill. That's for him doing a bit decent
That's
in the
Richard
open.
Childers' car. Of course,
The other
there's 4 Richard Childers' cars. There's one of them, Brody Kostecki at 33.
3-8, 29-33. Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Austin Hill, and Brody Kostecki.
And there's Carson Hocevar, who had a decent amount of speed in the open, but much like Ty Gibbs, some strategy came into play, and unfortunately, caution came out as soon as he was pitting.
Got it back up
Now,
for another 3-wide battle. Busher, Truex, Hamlin. Truex trying to get the advantage down the middle.
it seemed like towards the end of the regular season, those 3 are side by side. Hamlin, Truex, and Busch are really the big 3, as Truex, of course, won the regular season title. Hamlin was also very consistent. Chris Buescher really came onto the scene after he won at Richmond and backed that up with the win at Michigan. And just ran really solid ever since. So it looks like big things are to expect for the 17 team, and not only him, but also his teammate Brad Keselowski in the 6, who also won the open race. So that could be a good sign of things to come for them.
As
And
Reddick
now
comes
side by
back down
side.
on the inside, Bell is going to get a run, shut the door on him.
It looks like Bell's running a little bit of a higher line than Reddick entering the corner. There's Blaney trying to get that advantage over Kyle Larson. Sorry about that. Now Blaney gets clear of that battle. Reddick still holding on with Christopher Bell. Ross Chastain waiting to pounce if these two make a mistake, and he could take advantage and take that lead away from
Next
the
time
two
by
Toyotas
will
in
be
front.
next time by it will be 180 to go. So we're gonna be in for a long night here, ladies and gentlemen. Brad Keselowski, the open winner, still trying to hold on here in the top 20. His teammate Chris Buescher currently inside the top 10.
And
Some
there's
more
3
moves
wide
here.
Harvick being forced up top by Nia Chase. And there's Kurt Busch on the inside line. Austin Dillon, he might close in on here. And where will he go? He may go with the bow tie with Chase Elliott there, but he's gonna go down low, trying to push that 97 of Kurt Busch.
Battle for 10th place spot right now. Logano seems to trying to get the better edge on Chris Buescher. It looks like he will.
Busch running the outside line. Perhaps he could be using some sort of strategy that we are not aware of. And he is clear of Chase Elliott, of course. There's
Now
Kyle
you got
Larson running a little higher line there, and that might close in Eric Jones into this battle.
keep an eye on the field. We could be closing in on our first pit cycle.
Mm-hmm. And the one thing we want to minimize is mistakes, and we've seen that on pit road many times.
And also try to make sure you enter pit road cleanly. You know how that's it. Because we don't want to have the Shangelovic back in the open.
Mm-hmm. There's also several other factors. Speeding up pit road can be costly on many accounts. Missing your pit box can slow you down. And it could be really any sort of thing that could set your team back. But up front, it is Christopher Bell still with a commanding lead over Tyler Reddick there in second. Ross Chastain not too far behind in third.
Christopher Bell currently leads over Tyler Reddick by this time by more than half a second. The number 20 DeWalt Toyota has been winning the most laps so Dave, take a look at fastest lap. That does go to the 5 of Kyle Larson, who's currently sitting in 6th, right behind this battle for 4th between Briscoe and Blaney.
There you see Reddick running up top, trying to get a run on that 20 of Bell as he seems to be losing touch on him.
Helped a bit that time. See if we can do it again. Oh, he doesn't. Reddick is still closing in, though. Almost 3/10 of a second. A little over 3/10 of a second separate the 20 and the 45.
As of right now, not too many battles on track, but it is still Christopher Bell out in front. Compared to 2022, Bell did not have as many wins, but was still very consistent, especially towards the end of the season, as he almost won some races, including Las Vegas. Unfortunately, his championship hopes were cut short in the championship race after a brake rotor failure at any chance he had.
Now Reddick closing in by a lot. 2/10 of a second now. Separate the 20 and the 45.
Tyler
Look
Reddick,
back to the field. Still nobody going down pit road.
I believe, had 2 wins this season.
Yep,
I'm not
Circuit of the
mistaken.
Americas and the second Kansas race.
That's right. And so 2311 has been really expanding into the sport. They have 2 full-time drivers. There you see Reddick in the 45. You got 23 Bubba Wallace, who's been with the team since its very beginning.
And then you got 2 part-time cars currently in this field. One of them being the 97 of Kurt Busch, who did run at the start of the season last year, did run full-time in the 45, but the incident at Pocono cut his career short. And then you got the other car further on back down the field, the 67 of Travis Pastrana. So 4 cars brought here today by 2311 as we're going to take a look back. Looks like no pitters yet. Pit road could be open soon, though.
These guys are trying to stretch it to minimize the amount of pit stops they'll have to do. So you look throughout the field, some of these guys running a little bit worse than what was expected, especially you see guys like Ty Gibbs, Carson Hocevar. Look at Squirrely Joy going to the inside of his teammate there.
Yeah, we saw Carson Hocevar in the open. He He was running top 5 most of the race. So was the 71 of Zane Smith.
That's right. And, of course, Spire moving to a 3-car operation for next season. Oh, we got some hitters. It looks like it'll be half and half, really, although the majority of the field will indeed stay out, trying to maximize as many laps as they can before they have to pit. There you see some of those guys that were running up front earlier coming in, and now looks like the leaders finally come on the pit road. All the nose to tail. Yep, that's a very interesting call. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, into the wall, and it's Van Gisbergen. Caution's
and that's going to be a caution.
And much like Shane Golovic, the caution is out for inside pit road. This is Shane Van Gisbergen's first race at Charlotte, and he certainly paid the price for it, as now he'll be done for the day. As we saw it live, simply overshot pit road, and that is going to be devastating for most of the cars that pitted. But when you look at a guy like Alex Bowman or Ricky Stenhouse Jr., that is exactly what you needed. So as they come out of pit road, it looks like Riley Herbst also benefited from that. Christopher Bell as well, who did not go a lap down.
So I am going to have to shave off a lap for Bowman, Stenhouse, Herbst, and Bell.
It's not ready to go back green momentarily.
It will be Bowman for right now. All these guys will be given an opportunity to stay on the lead lap. Bowman inside, Stenhouse on the outside.
The green flag is back out. Look at Stenhouse with the big jump over Bowman. As they are still 2, 3, and possibly 4 wide in the back. As now Stenhouse up in front, up against Bowman. Blaney going for third now.
And remember, this is only so all these guys that were a lap down in the caution will come back out onto the lead laps. Stenhouse will not lose the lead, however. He will be even on the times with the rest of the field, however. So the top 3 will run as Stenhouse, Bowman, and Blaney if he can get by the 20.
Looks like Bell's holding his own for third.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., as mentioned before, wins on super speedways. He won the Daytona 500 this season. He's under attack by the 48 of Bowman. Down the backstretch, Blaney clears Bell for the third place position. Bowman going to try and go for the lead. Alex Bowman really did not have that good of a 2023 season. Of course, that injury that put him on a sideline for a few weeks. As Bowman now to the lead. Blaney with a little bit of help from the 20 of Christopher Bell.
Yep, and now Bowman pulling away. As Stenhouse is starting to fade back just a little bit.
He's trying to hold on to second place.
I think Wing's got it for now.
Here comes Riley Herbst. He tries to pull it 3 wide. Herbst most recently got his first career Xfinity win back at Las Vegas. For a home track boy, that really is like a heartwarming moment.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at the field. That pit stop really has affected guys like Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson, especially with the caution. They're now here on the back. Larson 35th. Bubba's still trying to fight his way back to the top of the field. Got Front Stenhouse trying to fight for third, trying to keep the third place position. He clears Bell. Bowman's still up front, trying to keep a gap on the 12 machine. Bell now side by side again with the 47. Looks like he'll be able to clear Stenhouse. Yes, he will. Lap 45 to 200. Bowman still with the lead, but Blaney there, slowly closing in on him. Taking a look. I'll be right back.
All right, so now we'll go through the field. Well, that's happening. Alex Bowman started off the 2023 season really good, but unfortunately, after multiple injuries, or an injury throughout the season, set him back. He really has not gotten back on track since and missed the playoffs as a result. So Alex Bowman here tonight trying to prove something here, that he can still do this even with that setback in the middle of the season. Not to mention, while he had that injury, he was actually leading the points too. So Alex Bowman trying to hold off the champion Ryan Blaney there in the 12th, who had a really unexpected season. Although he was a little bit inconsistent at points, Blaney did win at this track for the Coke 600, a very chaotic race, much like last year. And so Blaney trying to find a way around that 48.
And then there's a pair of Joe Gibbs Racing teammates right behind him. You see there Christopher Bell, driver of the number 22 races he won in the season, made back-to-back appearances in the championship for. Again, problems at Phoenix, cut his championship hopes short. And then you got the regular season champion right behind him, Martin Truex Jr. Went back on a resurgence after a winless 2022 season. Missed the playoffs after the point situation at Daytona with Austin Dillon winning the race, put Blaney in over him. And then you got Ricky Stenhouse Jr., driver of the 47 Coca-Cola Zero Sugar machine for JTG Doherty Racing. Won the Daytona 500 this season. Made it to the playoffs for just the second time in his career. You know, the first time he did back in 2017. Not the same performance as he did back when he was with Roush. But hopefully he can turn around today with a good finish here at Charlotte. Eric Jones, driver of the driver number 43 for Legacy Motor Club, won the 2022 Southern 500. Locked his spot here in the main event behind him. Chase Elliott, the 2020 champion, made it the final four last season, but fell a bit short. Ross Chastain won at Nashville this year, as well as the season finale at Phoenix. Became the first ever non-playoff driver to win the championship race in the playoff era.
That's right.
Chase Briscoe in the MVP 14 won the Phoenix Spring Race last season. He's doing really well here today, and behind him the 2022 champion Joey Logano. Now had a bit of a championship hangover this season. Only won Atlanta, didn't do that good throughout the rest of the season. Was eliminated in the round of 16. As we go back up front, Bowman still keeping a gap on the 12. As Bell goes back to being side by side with Blaney.
That's right. And so now Truex trying to make his way to the inside of Blaney there. Stenhouse still has not lost touch of that lead pack there.
Bell to second. Now he's slowly closing in on the 48 of Bowman. As we are past 1/4 of the way through this race. Goes Bowman first, and it goes Bell, Blaney, Truex, Stenhouse, Jones, Elliott, Chastain, Logano, and Briscoe. Tyler Reddick there behind the back bumper of the 14. He's going to slide it down to the inside, going to try and take 10th, while Logano was taking 9th away from Briscoe. Front top four now within a blanket of each other. Bowman, Bell, Blaney, and Truex. I'm tired. Battle for the lead. Christopher Bell goes down to the inside, going to try and take the lead from Bowman. Side by side through 1 and 2, heading down the backstretch. Now Blaney's going to break it 3 wide for the lead. Wasn't able to make the move quick enough, though. Looks like he might have locked it up in turn 3 as Bell now goes to the lead. Snatches the first place position away from Bowman. Side by side for third, Blaney and Truex. Stenhouse trying to close in.
Now Blaney gaining the advantage. Here comes Stenhouse to the bottom.
Stenhouse is going to try and take it to the inside and make it side by side with Truex. Blaney has caught up to the 48 of Bowman. Stenhouse under attack by the 9 of Elliott. See? Elliott run on the outside, going to try and clear Stenhouse heading to the front stretch. And Elliott's going to take away that 5th place spot. Side by side now with Bowman and Blaney for the 2nd place position. Bell running away with that lead.
And so now Bowman holding on for 2nd against Blaney. Now Chase Elliott has moved into the top 5. Had a probably his worst season statistically for that 9. Start off the season decently, getting a runner-up finish at Fontana, but after that was involved in a snowboarding accident. And then returned to Martinsville, and that was enough for him to miss the playoffs. Didn't win a race either. He has still been winless ever since Talladega last year in 2022.
Not to mention an incident between him and Denny Hamlin at Charlotte caused Elliott to be suspended for Gateway.
That's right. That was likely the nail in the coffin for his season.
Yep, he just wasn't able to get it done for the rest of the season. As Bowman now catching back up to the 20. Here comes Bowman on the inside. Are you trying to make a move? Expect pit road to be open in a few more laps. On the next pit cycle, Truex now goes side by side with Blaney for third. And he's going to be able to clear Blaney.
By expecting pit stops just a few laps. Now Briscoe trying to fight against Tyler Reddick for that 10th position there.
Chastain trying to take 6th place away from Stenhouse. Go back up front. It's now Truex and Bowman for second. Hey, look up front. No takers just yet. Nope, no takers. Side by side, Blaney and Elliott for the 4th place position. Elliott not able to get 4th place. As we are now 35 laps away from the halfway point. Way high goes to 48 of Bowman. Truex is going to slide in. Here comes Chastain. Tries to make it 3 wide for 4th. Still side by side is Alex Bowman and Martin Truex Jr. Also, we do have some takers. Elliott, Blaney, Logano, Byron. Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski. They're all going to make it in without a problem. Chastain's going to stay out.
Oh, and we got a wreck. It is Jimmy Johnson to the wall. Caution's out.
And same song, different verse.
That will end Jimmy Johnson's day already. So Jimmy Johnson, another car to go behind the wall here.
I'm trying to see how we can do single file. Let's see. 1, 17, 8, 16, 36, 3, 50.
Green flag is out again.
Finally, yeah. Right.
Oh, sorry. Um, so far now, Ross Chastain in third, battling of Kyle Busch there.
He's gonna go back up to the lead. Hold on.
Oh, alright. Just time scoring was messed up there. And now it'll be Chastain with the lead.
Hopefully, next pit second we don't have any mess ups.
Alright.
Here comes Allmendinger. He's gonna try and take second away from the 8. Chastain still leading over the 16. Coming to 120 laps to go. I haven't checked. Moth,
Yeah. I'm here, yeah.
why'd you send me an elephant getting picked up by a crane?
Uh, I don't know how to respond to that.
I'm looking at Instagram DM. Oh, the caution's back out.
And we have a caution. Riley
Wait,
Herbst involved.
this is the first non-pit road incident caution.
Looks like a big wreck. Chase Elliott involved. Ty Dillon. Oh, it's 4 wide. Ooh, and a big hit for Riley Herbst. Several cars involved. Looks like Herbst got the worst of it.
Hold on. And oh, yeah, he did.
And so that will likely end Riley Herbst's race.
So we're gonna have pit stops yet again. all strategies play out as. It was Chastain, Busher, Dillon, and Bush side by side off pit road. Kevin Harvick making his way down here. Allmendinger, Haley, Gibbs, Truex, Bell. Side by side checks off pit road. Then he goes Bowman, Gillen, 3 wide off pit road. Stenhouse, Suarez, and Eric Jones. And Riley Herbst will be out of the race. But still trying to get situated off pit road. Ready coming off. Side by side, it's going to be Chastain on the inside, Busher on the outside. As next time by will be 16 laps to go until the halfway point of the race. And the green flag is back out. Kyle Busch, poor restart. Even restart for the one of Chastain, the 17 of Busher. Kyle Busch is going to come back though and help Chastain get up front and clear Busher. Here comes Kyle on the inside now.
Bush flying back on the inside. They're 3 wide there in the back. But now Chastain getting a big push from Chris Buescher as they go through the quad oval there. Still a bunch of 3 and 4 wide racing.
Back up front, Chastain still maintaining that lead. Chris Buescher right behind him. Kyle Busch there in third. And then Allmendinger and the teammates Allmendinger and Haley for the rest of the top 5. Haley is now going to go down, try to take 4th from his teammate. So some crazy battles going on out here in the back. As now battle for the lead ensuing. Here comes Chris Buescher. Buescher tried to get to the inside that time, and here he comes again. Here's Buescher, Kyle Busch. What'll he do? I think he's going to stay there with the 17. Chastain, again, getting a run on the outside. Side by side, the 1 and the 17. The 8 is there. 19 of Truex closing in. And a push. Busher maybe to the lead. No, the 1 is still there.
Both of them with help, although Buescher significantly more. That's going to help him take the lead away here at Charlotte.
Chris Buescher now to the lead here in the 2023 Christmas Classic. 11 laps to go until he hit the halfway point. And it's Chris Buescher out front. As we take a look at the rest of the field, Larson working his way back up here. Last time we checked on him, he was 35th, now currently 21st, battling for a top 20 position with Stenhouse. Zane Smith also trying to work his way up into the top 20. Carson Hocevar now around the doorstep at the top 25. Last time we saw him, he was running near the back of the pack. You go back up front, Chastain not being shuffled to the back, 3 wide situation there. That helps Buescher. That helped Chris Buescher get away from the field. Chris Buescher currently with 4 wins in the entire era of the next gen so far. Got one in 2022 at Bristol, and three this season, Richmond, Michigan, and Daytona. At least I see a bit of a resurgence here from the 17 team, more so the entire team of RFK. As Buescher and Kozlowski were both able to make the playoffs for 2023. Buescher going the furthest, making it as far as the round of 8.
Mm-hmm. They simply could not come in clutch when it mattered most in the round of 8.
See, they're getting a bit of a run there. Is Kyle Busch. There's the 8. As we have made it past 10 laps before the halfway point of the race. Buescher has won at 2 historical tracks during the next gen era, those being at Bristol and Daytona. Wouldn't mind adding Charlotte to that list as well. The behind him. But you see there in second and third, Kyle Busch and Truex. Both have won back-to-back Coca-Cola 600s, one apiece. That being 2018, I believe, and 2019. Martin Truex Jr. has had the most dominating performance in a single Coca-Cola 600.
Back in 2016, led all but 8 laps on that night. Back in 2016, and that's what really started off his dominance in the next few years, and he still does dominate time from time.
Yeah. Closing in on the halfway point of the Christmas Classic, Chris Buescher still up front, Kyle Busch behind him. Then it goes Truex, Chastain, Haley, Bell, Hamlin, Allmendinger, Dillon, and Bowman. Buescher still up front here with Lee. He coming to lap 99. Truex tries to dive low on the 8. He does. Side by side through 1 and 2 goes the 8 and the 19. Kyle Busch able to hold on. So far as right on, no cars a lap down. They've been still but competition between each other. 2 more laps left until halfway. Chris Buescher's still in the lead. Closest Buescher ever got to a win here was a stage win in the Coca-Cola 600 this season.
Mm-hmm.
Side by side. Kyle Busch and MTJ, and 100 laps left in the Christmas Classic. Truex has cleared Kyle Busch for second. Here comes Chastain. Gonna try and take third from P8. Shuffles back behind him. That's gonna be Truex. It's gonna try and close in on the 17.
So now it's a side-by-side battle in the back there. You see Chance Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin inside by side through the quad. Oh, that's going to reel in AJ Allmendinger there.
Still no takers yet. Could expect that. Soon did pit during the 80 lap, during the 80s. So good chance. Once when he hit the 110s lap range.
That's likely when we'll see the next round of pit stops, but we will have
There's
to wait and
there's
see.
Truex. Battle for the lead. We saw these two go to battle for the win at Michigan. Now battling here up front at Charlotte. Truex, Buescher side by side. Kyle Busch there in the 8. Gonna go high. Chastain goes against Truex with a bit of a run. Buescher trying to fight back on the outside. Will Truex be able to clear Buescher? Buescher trying to get a work on the outside. Kyle Busch tried diving low, make it 3 wide. Buescher with a bit of a run on the outside. Side by side still. Truex. Some help from the 8 trying to get that lead. Buescher still fighting back on the outside. That's Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain side by side. Hamlin is going to try and make it 3 wide. He does. 3 wide for third. Buescher gets cleared by Truex. MTJ now to the lead. And here comes a crossover by the 17. Dives it down low. Will Truex get a run through 3 and 4? Doesn't look like it. Kyle Busch holds on to third. Side by side yet again, the 19 and the 17. They're going to look through the field. Nobody has pitted yet. Truex getting ahead of Buescher yet again.
And of course, as we mentioned, Truex does have some previous success at this very track, but as of recently, he has not been able to find that success at all. But tonight could be his night here at Charlotte.
Fritz Buescher trying to come back up, going to try, see if he can make another move on the 19. 3 wide battle, Kurt Busch, Ricky Stenhouse, Chase Elliott. This in the back. Buescher trying to catch back up to the 19. Looking at the next pit window. Truex still up front. Buescher still trying to find, and he means to close in, but he just can't be able to get there. Gonna try again. Current top 10, Truex, Busher, Kyle Busch, Hamlin, and Chastain. And here comes the 8. He's going to get behind the 17. He's going to try and force a move on him soon. Busch goes low. So does the 17. Pit road to be open soon.
And hopefully we do not have a crash like we've had the previous times.
The only successful pit cycle we have had up to now was under a caution. Hopefully that can change. Truex is gapped. Push up by over 5/10. It's now going to be more the 8 to the inside. Still no takers yet. Truex still leads by 6/10 over the 8 of Kyle Busch. Austin Dillon's the first one to come down. No, Austin Dillon, Austin Hill. Here comes the 8 and the 17. 3. Did he hit it?
Oh,
He did.
my God. And the caution is out, I do believe.
And of course your brother has to follow suit as well. And okay, that was weird. I mean, unlike Austin, I was able to get down there. It's Allmendinger. He's going to stay out. Just when I thought it was going to happen again. Well, at least this makes my job easier of who needs to lose a lap. Or maybe not. Well, I'll be damned. At least almost everybody's going to be on the lead lap. Wait. Oh, the caution wasn't even called.
Oh. Wow. So we stay green here.
All right. Despite the mishap that the Dillon brothers had, it turns out we did have a successful pit stop. Somehow. Now it's a guy like Logano, Almirola, and McDowell making their way up here. First successful green flag pit stop despite some situations that might or might not have caused. Oh, Dillon's still running. I don't know how he is, though. So now it's Kyle Busch back up front with the lead over Chris Buescher and Martin Truex Jr. Buescher still trying to close in on the 8. As next time by will be 75 laps to go in the Christmas Classic. Gotta check somewhere. So there is a correlation here that, as you know, we ran this last year as the Winter Classic. Whole different name here today.
It's Kyle Busch right now has Chris Buescher hot on his tail right now.
As we take a look back. Da, 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 da. Chris Butcher takes the lead. I'm taking a look back at something real quick. Okay, yeah, I thought it was like Byron for a second. Last time we did Christmas Classic was that called the Winter Classic, and the last time we did that, Denny Hamlin won the race. Currently in this race, Hamlin sits a couple spots outside the top 10. Trying his work back up as Butcher with the lead. The 8 now under attack by Truex. I'll be right back.
All right. So now Buescher takes the lead away from Kyle Busch here.
I'm back. Martin Truex Jr. has gotten by the 8th. 70 laps to go here at Charlotte. We've almost been racing for an hour and a half. Either way, back there is Justin Haley. We seem to have dwindled down to who might be our fighting 3 for the win. Chris Buescher, Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch. All who have won 3 or more races this season. So it's coming down to the guys who have really put in their all, really have tried to put in their all this season. As Buescher trying to keep the lead in his own hands, he's got a hard-charging Martin Truex Jr. right behind him. Joey Logano going to try and make a move on the 31, going to try and go for 4th. Taking a look through the field. Not really much has changed. They head back up front, closing in on 60 laps to go. Closing in on 65 laps to go, actually. 17 there now. A run made by the 19. Will he get to the inside? Yes, he will. He can try and pull it side by side. Has a slip up on the inside. He's going to fall right back behind the 17. 65 laps to go next time by. Buescher maintaining that lead. Truex trying to take it away from him. Haley still holds on to 4th. Logano moving outside the top 5. Chastain now up to 5th. Almirola going for 6th. Allmendinger, Bell battling for 8th. Battle for this first spot inside the top 10 between teammates Alex Bowman and William Byron. You see Denny Hamlin there and Austin Dillon, a lap car currently in 36. Truex yet again catching up to the 17. As it's 60, isn't 65 now 64 and 3/4 laps to go. Truex now slides down to the inside. Can he get the run? Try and clear the 17. Yes, he will, but he hasn't shut the door yet.
Now
Okay.
Busher goes way wide.
Gonna try and stay behind the 19. Truex now back up front to the lead. The two-time Coca-Cola 600 winner now up front. Chastain now made his way up to fourth place, 4 seconds back. Top three trying to keep it close together. Truex currently up front. No pit stops have been made yet. We're entering our next pit cycle soon enough. Still Truex out front, Busher second, then it goes Busch, Chastain, Haley, Logano, Bell, Almirola, Allmendinger, and Bowman. Busher again going to try and close in on the 19. Butcher there. Backs it up a bit. $60 laps to go here at Charlotte. Truex still up front. No takers yet. He'll see if he comes down pit road first. Not there.
I think some of these guys that are outside top 30 should probably play some strategy here if they want to have any chance at winning.
But they outside the top 2 positions. Kyle Busch is falling back. Now over a second behind the leader. Close call there between Austin Hill and Josh Berry in the back.
Yep, and both of them have had a really tough race for both of them so far.
Busher comes back down on the inside, and it looks like we do have somebody going down pit road. If I could find out who it is, because that thing just blinked yellow. Oh, no. Oh, wait. It looks like I think we just now found the problem with Kyle Busch.
What will that be?
Where is he?
I think he's on. Oh, he stopped on the track. Wow. Kyle Busch went from being one of the fastest cars to now being out of the race.
It's all but none of the drivers mess it up in pit right now.
I'm not sure if that will be considered a caution. So you see Josh Berry getting around the outside of Austin Hill.
I mean, he was stopped on the track. Truex will lead them back to the yellow.
Yep, and the caution's out.
Guys in the back getting around the pace car. Kyle Busch running as high as first. He was in the lead for a little bit. Now sitting on pit road due to I guess it would seem to be a flat tire. For tire problems, probably a pop tire at that. As Buescher, Truex. Looks like everybody's going to come down pit road, so we are going to see. We'll have a better advantage. Hopefully, nobody messes up trying to enter. Probably won't be a problem, considering they're all slowing down. What happened to Garalo? Oh, there he is. Give it an eye. On the oh, Buescher passes by Truex. Now, what does this mean for the 50? It looks like he made his pit stop before the rest of these guys. So the free pass. Make sure. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get off pit road. Line back up. So we'll be the 50 getting the free pass. And Joey Logano and Eric Almirola rolling out, work their way up here off of pit stops. Get a lot of things sorted up before we go back green. Gonna be under caution until I did pace minus at a wrong time. And up there we go. And we'll line them back up side by side. It will be Buescher on the inside and Truex on the outside for this restart. We'll be restarting with 49 laps to go. Pace car is going to pull down. 34 cars left on the lead, lap 38 left on the track. Buescher, Truex, and a green flag back out. And an immediate good restart by the 19.
And there's
Truex is
Ty.
going to blast back out to the lead. Right in the back. Eric Almirola now going to try and see if he can pull some. 3 Fords currently right behind the 19. Here comes Buescher. He's going to try and bite back. But here comes Logano as well. Getting dicey there in the back. Top 3 now are Truex, Buescher, and Logano. 3 wide there for 4th. It's Almirola and the colleague teammates of Allmendinger and Haley. Side-by-side battle for 2nd. It's Buescher and Logano. Butcher still trying to have the advantage over the 22. Here on the back. As Butcher is going to use the outside to his advantage. Now Haley's going to try and go for third on Logano. That's going to give time for Butcher to catch up. Look at the run the 17 has. Butcher's there. Haley still going for third. Logano trying to use the outside. Haley's going to pull him back in. Butcher yet again pulling in Truex. He's there. Side by side. Here comes Butcher. 3 wide for third. Logano and yet again the colleague teammates of Haley and Allmendinger are there.
Now Truex the outside of Buescher right there.
Butcher, can he get the advantage heading into turns 3 and 4? Truex trying to hold on with him. Closing towards 40 laps to go in the Christmas Classic. Truex is going to swap back behind the 17. Butcher now up front yet again. Allmendinger to third. Little assistance from the 22. Almost contact between the 22 and 31. Chastain. Try to go through it. Now through it between Haley, Byron, and Bowman back there. Truex trying to stay on the back bumper of the 17. As this time by will be 41 laps to go. Truex tries to go down low. Now he does. Back to a side-by-side battle for the lead. Truex on the inside. Butcher on the outside. Butcher gets a huge run on the outside to clear Truex. Gonna shut the door on him.
Yep, and Buescher still trying to hold on, but Truex has got a run right here.
Now 40 laps to go. Truex back on down to the inside. The two dominant cars in the latter half, more so the latter quarter of this, the latter half of this race. Martin Truex Jr. and Chris Buescher. Have been managing to put on a battle with each other. Joe Gibbs Racing trying to go back-to-back in Christmas Classics. We remember Denny Hamlin won last year. Truex up there battling for the lead. Now here comes Logano. 22 trying to get himself up to the mix. Roush, Penske, Joe Gibbs, top 3 right now. Trackhouse and Colleague there with Chastain and Allmendinger trying to get involved. Logano. He's going to bring it 3 wide for the lead. He's going to shove Buescher way up high. Truex is going to try and slot through the middle to take that lead. And he will. Logano now going to try and go for second.
Where can Allmendinger go? He's going to pick top side.
Try to give a little bit of an assist to the 17. 22 is still there. Buescher yet again with a run. Can he get the same run that he did on Truex and clear Logano? Yes, he will. Buescher is going to keep second. Truex back up front. Chastain trying to put an attack on Allmendinger. Now here comes Buescher going to try and take back that lead. Logano goes down low, gonna try and help this 17. Allmendinger coming into the picture now. What will Allmendinger do? He's gonna take it 3 wide for second. That's gonna immediately help Buescher get back up front. Side by side for a second. Logano on the inside. Coming back around for 35 laps to go.
And now Logano side by side of Truex. That's going to help Buescher pull away.
And that's also going to help pull in the 1. Buescher still holds on with that lead. Going back to gapping the 19 of Truex. There's Logano.
It's clear.
Logano tried forcing an issue on him. Goes again on 30 laps to go. Truex trying to catch up to the 17. Mostly thinking single front up the top 10. Bell tries to fight back on the inside. He tries to take 10s from Haley.
Then going to fall out the front of the field. Buescher continues to lead over Truex.
RFK going on a mission here, trying to sweep both events of the Christmas Classic. As we know, Brad Keselowski won the Open, and now we got Buescher currently leading here in the main event. Although here comes Truex, hard charging, and that number 19 Bass Pro Shop Club Toyota Camry. And here comes Logano. He's going to try and make a move. He goes down low, side by side. Next time by will be 30 laps to go. Logano going to try and go for second. Chastain is there. He can try and swoop in if he gets close. Truex trying to clear Logano. Logano's going to come back on the inside. As we come to 30 laps to go here at Charlotte. Buescher's still out front. Single file throughout the top 5. Battle between teammates again. And again, it is Bowman and Byron. This time for the 6th position. Now, Chastain now going to try and go for third on the 22. No pit stops have been made yet. Truex going to try and close back in on the 17. Side by side, yet again for second. Truex and Logano. I gotta look there in the back. Nobody's decided to pit. Logano trying to get the advantage on the 19. We are closing in on 25 laps to go here at Charlotte. Logano has picked up second. Still up front is the 17 of Buescher. As we have mostly single file throughout the whole field. Farthest back battle is between Bowman and Hamlin. And now it's Logano's turn to try and close in on the 17. Now we see more side-by-side battles start popping up. And there goes Logano. He's trying to go for the lead. Buescher is going to try and get the better of him.
Can Logano get to Buescher here? That is one question that lies still.
We're all at pits. You could expect to see more come down pit road soon. Here comes Harvick. Reddick. Ty Dillon. This right here could be the money stop. Buescher's still up front. Carson Hocevar, Kyle Busch. Austin Hill, Josh Berry going to come down. Buescher going to come in. Truex going to come in. Allmendinger. Byron Bowman.
Is anyone gonna overshoot it? No.
Brody Kostecki's going to come in. Logano gets the lead. Logano, Chastain, Hamlin, Bell, McDowell, Briscoe. Just some of the guys that are still on the track. Logano and Chastain. Bell's going to come in and... Oh, barely!
Oh, Hamlin. That could have been horrible. Where's Hamlin at, though? Oh, I think I just heard something.
He hit the inside wall, but he's still going.
I don't know if he has any chance now at winning.
And that is probably going to put an end to the run that the 2022 winner had. As Hamlin's not going to bring it in this time by cleanly. Thankfully, though, not hitting that edge of the wall. As we recycle, it looks like it could... As we cycle it back out, it looks like it could be. If they can... All right, there's Logano. Oh, will Buescher get by him? Yes, he will. So will Allmendinger. Here we go. All bets are off from here. Buescher in the lead. Allmendinger in second. Logano, Truex, Byron. Carson Hocevar off of a pit stop has worked his way back up here. Well, up here for the first time this race. You see Harvick, Chastain, Bowman. Hamlin now coming out of pit road. Him losing position after position. Now it's Buescher and Allmendinger up front. And like I said, this is it. This is for all the marbles. No more pit stops. They can make it to the end. Currently up front is the 17 and the 16. Closing in on 15 laps to go. And it's Chris Buescher still out front. Allmendinger right behind him. "15 laps to go here at Charlotte." Allmendinger seems to be losing time on the 17. Hocevar there on the back of the 19. Carson Hocevar, out of all the guys in the main event who has driven in the open, he's currently the highest running in 6th place.
As now laps are starting to wind down here at Charlotte, Chris Buescher, if he can just hold on, he can easily win this race.
AJ Allmendinger has been trying to find a way to work his way back up. They're going to try and battle Buescher for the lead. He's getting there bit by bit. He's closing.
They just have to work together, simply.
And also hope that Byron goes side by side again with Logano. Here comes Allmendinger. "12 to go here at Charlotte." Will the 16 have anything for the 17 in these dying laps? Byron goes side by side with Logano. That's good news for Allmendinger. So here we go, 11 laps to go. Gap has gone back up. There's a lap car ahead. That's Hamlin. Next time will be 10 to go. We still have a lot of time. They could catch up to the 11. Ten laps to go from Charlotte. Chris Buescher in the lead. AJ Allmendinger there in second. Logano, Byron, Truex, Hocevar, Chastain, Bowman, McDowell, and Haley, your top 10. Allmendinger's been losing time, but Buescher could be held up by the 11. Here comes Allmendinger. He's going to try and make a run for it. 9 laps left. He closed the gap by a lot there. Allmendinger's there. He's right on the back bumper. Logano closing in. Allmendinger's going to have to make this move soon. Eight laps to go here at Charlotte. Allmendinger losing time again. Buescher still up front. It looks to me they're not closing in on Hamlin. Allmendinger losing time. A run from the 22. Buscher's to the back of Hamlin. 7 laps to go. Logano goes side by side with the 16. Hamlin's holding up Buescher. Logano generating another run.
He's right there on the bumper. But Hamlin,
Buescher,
what's he gonna do?
Buescher blocks. 6 laps to go. Buescher going to try and get ahead of the 22.
Oh, Hamlin blocks.
Hamlin shuts the door again.
The thing is,
Now
I feel like Hamlin has enough speed to be ahead of these guys. Now here comes Logano.
Here comes the 22. Hamlin's going to go down low. Will that help the 17? Five laps to go. Here comes Byron now. Buescher's starting to fall back, still held up by the 11. Will he have enough time to try and fight back? Byron again trying to go for second. 4 laps to go at Charlotte. Buescher slots right back in. Logano being held up by the 17. Not the 17, the 11. He gets by.
And now look at Byron taking a stab at second place, but that is not going to do them any favors. It looks like Buescher, everything he had is gone now.
3 laps to go for Joey Logano here at Charlotte.
What can Byron do here?
If
And
Byron wants to close in, he's going to have to close in quick.
He's got no time to waste here. He's got a big run on Hamlin, though.
Hamlin going to shut the door on him? Yes, he will. 2 laps to go, this time by Joey Logano up front.
Looks like Byron will take another stab at Hamlin, and he did it.
But can Byron clear him fast?
No, he cannot. I think that might have just sealed the deal. As we have just 2 miles of racing to go here at Charlotte.
And coming out of 3 and 4 for the penultimate time is a 22 Verizon 5G machine. 1 lap to go here at Charlotte. Truex, Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, just some of the names. Christopher Bell, just some of the names who have dominated, leading some of the most laps here today. Nobody expected this guy, Joey Logano, to come here in the dying laps to take it away, thanks to a lap car situation and his own runs. Joey Logano is going to win the 2nd annual Christmas Classic.
And what a run for Joey Logano.
The 2022 NASCAR Cup Series champion gets it done here in Concord, North Carolina. It's going to be Logano taking the win. In the top 15 for Carson Hocevar. That pit strategy really did help him in the end.
Almost the top 10. But now all these guys come down pit road. Oh, I think we got a wreck in the back.
They're just piling up.
Oh.
Yeah, Joey Logano, your winner. Chris Buescher coming oh so close to the win here in the Christmas Classic. Just wasn't able to get it done as the runs that Logano had. Here are your final results.
Also a great run for Mike McDowell there in 7th.
AJ Allmendinger also had a good run. He gets a top 5.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who else you got. Bray Kostecki in 24th. Not bad.
Not bad. Zane Smith, 26. We see Josh Berry there.
Um,
The only lap cars in there: Denny Hamlin, Ty Dillon, Austin Dillon, Todd Gilliland, and Kyle Busch. 4 DNFs in the day: Riley Herbst, Jimmy Johnson, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Austin Cindric, who didn't even get to complete a lap.
yep.
And this has been the 2023 Christmas Classic. Hope to see you next time. This has been Connor, joined by Moff and Legends. Your winner of the second annual Winter Christmas Classic is Joey Logano.